Radiohead, the band known for changing their sound in new and exciting ways, while also still having consistent discography. They're also known for making music that virgins can listen to, so that's pretty cool. I've been listening to Radiohead for a while now, and I have to say they have become one of my favorite bands. I enjoy their sound, their lyrics, and their overall vibe their songs and albums put off. My favorite album is constantly changing, but right now it's currently Kid A. But as I listen to more and more of their discography, I wondered, as I often do when I listen to an artist, what is Radiohead's best song? Now the answer is not as simple as it may seem. You could just pick their best album and the best song from that album and call it good. But Radiohead's discography is constantly changing. I don't think you could pick their best album. So I have a plan on how to pick their best song. Editor Brian here. Okay, so I don't have to hear about it later. When I say best song, I mean the best song that's on an album. No B-sides or demos. I'll probably make a whole nother video just on that topic alone. Anyways, back to the video. So here's the plan. I'm going to take every album and take the songs on that album in the order they appear and pin them against another album and the way their songs appear in order on that album. For example, Pablo Honey's first track is You. I will take that song and I'll pin that against the Ben's first track, which is Planetalics, and then I'll pin that against OK Computers, which is Airbag, and so on and so forth. After I have all of those songs from the order that they appear, I'm going to pin them against each other into a category. Then each category will have a winner, and then all those winners will go against each other in a final category at the end of the video, and now we'll determine what the best Radiohead song is. If you're confused by this, I didn't explain it very well, but it'll make sense in just a minute. Either way, let's find out Radiohead's best song, starting with category 1. The way this is going to continue is that we're going to have the album that the song comes from appear on the right, and the name of the song appear on the left. So starting with category 1, we have You, Planetalics, Airbag, Everything in its Right Place, Packed Like Sardines in a Crushed Tin Box, 2 + 2 = 5, 15 Step, Bloom, and Burn the Witch. Picking the winner for this one was pretty tough. There's some really good songs in this category like Airbag, Everything in Its Right Place, 15 Step, but I decided to give it to 2 + 2 = 5. I gave it to 2 + 2 because despite how good all the other songs are, this song is just so energetic and it's such a good starter for any album in my opinion. But with that being said, let's move on to category 2. This category, we got Creep, The Bends, Paranoid Android, Kid A, Pyramid Song, Sit Down Stand Up, Body Snatchers, Morning Mr. Magpie, and Daydreaming. This one was pretty tough. There are some really good contenders in this one like Daydreaming and honestly even Creep, but I decided to give it to Paranoid Android. Paranoid Android seemed like the obvious win for this category. The song itself feels like a new experience every time I listen to it, and this is a bit off topic, but if you have, I highly recommend you listen to the Paranoid Android demo. Trust me, it's just so good. But with all that just being said, let's move on to category 3. For category 3, we have How Do You, High and Dry, Subterranean Homesick Alien, The National Anthem, Poke Pole Revolving Doors, Sail to the Moon, Nude, Little by Little, and Dex Dark. The National Anthem was this category. There are plenty of good songs in this one, but the everlasting mind game that the National Anthem is sweeps the floor. It stands out on Kid A as well as their entire discography. But with all that being said, let's move on to category 4.
I'm afraid he has cancer in his ass. Radiohead is his favourite band and it would make his show.
This category has Stop Whispering, Fake Plastic Trees, Exit Music for a Film, How to Disappear Completely, You and Whose Army, Backdrifts, Weird Fishes, Feral, and Desert Island Disc. This category was the most difficult one to do in the video. There are some of the heaviest hitters in this category with Fake Plastic Trees, Exit Music, and How to Disappear, and some other really good ones. But after listening to every song for much longer than I should have, I decided the winner is How to Disappear Completely. It is one of the saddest songs Radiohead's ever made, if not the saddest, so I think that's why it takes the cake for this category. That's all I have to say for this one. So, category 5. For this one, we got Thinking About You, Bones, Letdown, Tree Fingers, I Might Be Wrong, Go to Sleep, All I Need, Lotus Flower, and Full Stop. The winner goes to Letdown. It was more or less of a fight between Letdown and All I Need, but honestly, let's be real, Letdown is the better song. So, category 6. For this one, we have Anyone Can Play Guitar, Nice Dream, Karma Police, Optimistic, Knives Out, Where I End and You Begin, Fostarp, Codex, and Glass Eyes. The winner's Optimistic. I don't have anything else to be said. Category 7. For this one, we got Ripcord, Just, Fitter Happier, In Limbo, Morning Bell Amnesiac, We Suck Young Blood, Reckoner, Give Up the Ghost, and Identikit. The winner of this category goes to Fitter Happier. There's not a single Radiohead song that encapsulates pure horror and genuine interest as good as Fitter Happier. The way it sits in OK Computer between Electioneering and Karma Police is genuinely amazing, and that's why it's the obvious winner. And that's why I'm also obviously lying to you, because the winner of this one's Just. This was mainly just a battle between Reckoner and Just. Reckoner is such a good song. Very good song. Almost won this category. But I think Just is just that much better. Just that much. But, you know, Reckoner, real close. But with all that being said, let's move on to category 8.
A little bit of Radiohead. Amazing Grace.
Okay, so before I start category 8, that little funny stint I just did where the microphone fell out of my hand and the ring light turned off, that wasn't acting. That wasn't hilarious, funny doodad. That was me breaking the ring light. And the only way it will stay on is if I have it pushed in a certain direction. So currently I have it taped to my laptop, just like pushed it back as far as it can. So if the ring light goes off at any point for the rest of this recording, I'm sorry. But with all that being said, let's move on to category 8. And the songs in this one are Vegetable, My Iron Lung, Electioneering, Idiotech, Dollars and Cents, The Gloaming, House of Cards, and this is where things get exciting. Plot twist, I'm stopping the King of Limbs here, because this is the end of the King of Limbs. Separator is the final song on King of Limbs, and I'm dramatic, so I want every single last song on every album to go against each other. So every time I get to the last song of each album, I'm going to take that song and move it all the way to the last category, so all the songs that end an album can go against each other. You may be wondering why, and I just told you, it's because I'm dramatic. So with that being said, let's continue on with the list, and where am I at here? And ending the list is the numbers. The clear winner for this one's Idiotech. There are some really good songs in this category, like there has been in previous categories, but Idiotech is one of those songs that defines a band as what it is. Like Idiotech itself, the song is so weird, dystopian, and it's so strange. And I know I'm stammering over my words, and I don't have like fluent sentences going on right now, but that's just how I feel about Idiotech. It's also one of the first songs that I listened to by Radiohead that fully got me into the band. because beforehand I was just like, oh, this is the Creep band, why would I care about them? But after listening to Idiotech, I was like, wow, okay, like this song is genuinely amazing, and so it crushes category 8. Sorry. Either way, let's move on to category 9. For this category, we have Prove Yourself, Bulletproof, I Wish I Was, Climbing Up the Wall, Morning Bell, Hunting Bears, There, Jigsaw Falling Into Place, and Present Tense. I'm finally giving In Rainbows its spotlight with this one. Jigsaw Falling Into Place wins this category. I know In Rainbows is probably one of the best Radiohead albums, and it hasn't been winning any categories, but just compared to the songs that are in each one, I think you know what I'm saying. But right now, Jigsaw wins. Hooray! Now everyone can be quiet about it. But in all seriousness, the song is just really fun. It's a groovy beat. It's very entertaining. I can listen to this song for hours. It's genuinely like one of those songs that you can have on loop. Climbing Up the Wall off OK Computer almost won. That's one of my favorite tracks off the album, and I think it's underrated. I know the joke is Let Down underrated, but honestly, Climbing Up the Wall is underrated. But yeah. Also, a little side tangent here. Hunting Bears is in this category. I hate Hunting Bears. It's like one of the worst songs, not by that Radiohead's ever made, but like one of the worst songs I've ever heard. That song is so bad, genuinely horrible, and I don't know what either of these fools were thinking making this song and putting it on an album. All in all, Hunting Bears can eat shit and die. Let's go on to category 10. For this one, we have I Can't, Black Star, No Surprises, and I'm also going to be holding Motion Picture Soundtrack and Untitled till the end. Next we got Like Spinning Plates, I Will. We're also holding off Videotape till the end. And then we have Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Sailor, Rich Man, Poor Man, Beggar Man, Thief. Jesus. But originally the winner for this one was going to be No Surprises. But let's be real, OK Computer's been winning way too much. And after listening to these songs, because I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, let me re-listen to these songs. And I'm going to give it to Tinker Tailor. The song itself, it has a nice build-up. It's very entertaining to listen to, much like most of Moon-Shaped Pool. It's a very... I'm not editing this out, I don't care anymore. It's just a very entertaining song, in simple words, because my mouth isn't working today. But, yeah, that's all I have for category 10. Let's move on to category 11. I'm not going to do the hand thing anymore because I only have 10 fingers. Sorry. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. For this one, we have Lurgy, Sulk, Lucky. We're also going to hold off Life in the Glass House. And we're also going to put just the rest of Hail to the Thief here. There's just so many songs in Hail to the Thief, there's not enough categories for them all to fit in. So I'm just going to have them all, the rest of the songs, put in this one, besides the final song, obviously. And those songs are Punch Up at a Wedding, Mix of Mitoses, Scatterbrain. We're also going to hold off True Love Waits. Yep. This category was also pretty hard to choose from. Not because there's stellar songs in this one, but because most of the songs in this category is just mid-range songs. They're all good songs, don't get me wrong, but it's just nothing too exciting. But I decided to give it to Lucky. I think out of all these songs, it's the one I prefer listening to. That's all I have. Category 12. Okay, so in this one, we have Blowout, Street Spirit Fade Out, The Taurus, Motion Picture Soundtrack, and I'm lumping in Untitled with it because, let's be honest, it can't hold its own as its own song. Then we have Life in a Glass House, A Wolf at the Door, Videotape, Separator, and True Love Waits. So what is the winner of category 12? Some of the best tracks are here with Wolf at the Door, Videotape, Motion Picture Soundtrack, True Love Waits, and plenty more. But after listening to all these songs, I'm sure you're tired of me saying that because I've been repeating it this whole video, I'm giving it to Street Spirit Fade Out. The fact that Radiohead was able to produce this much agony and sadness in one song in 1995 to add on is still baffling to me. I mean, personally, I still think How to Disappear is sadder, but that's not a debate that I'm having right now. But with that being said, let's move on to the final part of this video, which is finally figuring out the best Radiohead song. This is it. I will be putting all the songs that's won so far up against each other, and that will figure out what the topic of this video is. And just to refresh your memory, we have 2 + 2 = 5, Paranoid Android, The National Anthem, How to Disappear Completely, Letdown, Optimistic, Just, Idiotech, Jigsaw Falling into Place, Tinker Tailor, Soldier Sailor, Rich Man, Poor Man, Beggar Man, Thief, Lucky, and Street Spirit Fade Out. So let's start picking away at songs that aren't winning. Lucky and Tinker Tailor, they're out. I think I have to get rid of 2 + 2, and Optimistic and The National Anthem, they're out. Okay. That leaves Paranoid Android, Letdown, Jigsaw Falling into Place, How to Disappear Completely, Street Spirit, and Idiotech. Hate to do it, but I'm getting rid of Letdown, and if we're on that train, I might as well get rid of How to Disappear Completely and Street Spirit. That just leaves 2 more songs on the list. Hey guys, Editor Brian here. So I totally forgot to record this little section, but Just and Jigsaw Falling into Place are also not winning. But that's it. Back to the video. And that's Paranoid Android and Idiotech. So which of these 2 best Radiohead songs? After listening to both these songs and dissecting these songs for much longer than any human being should have, I decided that the definite best Radiohead song is Paranoid Android. I don't think it's that surprising. It's a standout on OK Computer. Just the way the song just feels like multiple songs in one while still being cohesive is insane. And even though Paranoid Android won this list, in my opinion, that doesn't mean that Idiotech and all the other songs are bad. And even though Paranoid Android won, I still think Idiotech is Radiohead's best Radiohead song, if that makes sense. Probably not. But with all that being said, that's the end of this video. Like and subscribe if you want, and I don't care. Let me hear your opinion in the comments. I know Radiohead fans have plenty of opinions, so let me hear them, I guess. With that being said, bye.